So hopefully today I can give you a little bit of insight on how to use Google Sheets specifically for the Prevalence of Fabrics lesson, lesson 2 for TALE 5500. So we're first just going to go to Google Sheets. Students just need to go into the software and get a blank sheet. I'm already logged in to my Gmail, but if they're not, they would need to log into their Gmail account or their Google account. We're going to go ahead and just create a blank sheet. And after I had gone out and collected my data from around the school of those 20 students, 20 outfits or more, I would list here I saw 12 denim jeans. And then I also saw, let's say I also saw 6 sweatshirts. And I saw 4 button-up shirts. Let's say I saw actually 1 kid in a suit. 4 girls in knit dresses. So I'm going to select my data that I've imported here. And if I hover over here, you can see that it says Insert Chart. I'm just going to click that button. It will automatically make me a chart. I think this is so neat. So it gives you a full bar graph. And you can come over here to this chart editor side and change whatever information that you like. So if I really didn't like my column chart, I could do a pie chart. I could do a combo chart. That one doesn't really give us a lot of different information. I like this one with the donut hole. So tons and tons of different options there. We can also do a scatter plot if we had lots of different information type. So I'm actually going to put it back at that pie chart because I like that it gives me these percentages, and I'll show you how I would further use that in my data analysis. But I'm going to come over here and put on a chart title. And I'll just say percentages of clothing at Ridgeline High School. All right, so that I am happy with. It gives me the percentages, and that kind of makes me stand out against all my peers who are also doing the exact same chart with their, or exact same data analysis with their data. So I'm going to go ahead and select it again, but I only want to know about dress clothes. So let's say I'm curious about boys and girls dressing up. So let's say they're dressing up for a school play that's later that night, or they have a basketball game, or they have a tennis match or something. So I want to know what kind of fabrics are high quality clothing. So I'm going to select my suit, button-up shirts, and knit dresses and make a chart out of that. And like I said before, I do like those pie charts. So I'm going to keep that as a pie chart, but again, you can change that to whatever kind of chart you want over here. I'm going to title this one High Quality Clothing at Ridgeline. So now as a student, I can look at these charts and say, wow, a lot of the student body wear is denim. That must be a lot of cotton that we're producing, or that we're intaking as a country. Or I want to look at high quality of clothes versus boys and girls. So if I'm a boy, I would wear maybe a lot of linen, a lot of cotton, a lot of wool in your suits maybe. And as a woman, if I'm going to wear a dress, possibly I'm wearing a little bit more jersey knit. Even though it looks better because it's in a dress, maybe I'm in a more comfortable fabric. So some interesting conclusions can be drawn from these graphs. Again, the requirements for the Prevalence of Fabrics lesson plan does require 3, so students would have to come up with 1 more in addition to this. But I really like this software because it will create any type of graph from whatever data you put in there, and you have to put little work into creating those graphs. So hopefully that was a little bit of a nice tutorial for you to learn how to use Google Sheets. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. There's a link on the PDF lesson plan that you can contact me directly.